So it's episode 2 of Coffee on White Trash Porches with Garbage. The name is so long I can't even remember what it is. This morning, instead of roosters crowing like last week, I'm up a little bit later, and it's like a duck fight or something in the background. So if you hear that, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of duck war going on at the pond, in the creek, whatever, next to my house. So if you hear that, it's not like I don't know if you guys ever saw that Sarah Palin video when she was running for president, and she was like, I think it was maybe even on Thanksgiving or something, but it was like she was at a turkey slaughterhouse for some reason. She was doing press there, and she's talking about how great the country is or whatever, and they're behind her, they're like decapitating turkeys like in the thing. That's not what's happening here, even though that a great place to do a podcast, I guess. Maybe I'll go to the turkey slaughterhouse next time I want to do some press. But this week was like one of the best weeks. It's not one of it. It was numbers-wise the best week I've ever had in my business, in any business I've ever been in. I have to attribute it to the Facebook Live post. So I'm assuming people know what I talk about when I say I've opened up my Facebook. So when I say that I opened up my Facebook, what I mean is that I am doing all of my Facebook live streaming from my personal Facebook profile, and everything is set to public. And a lot of people don't want to do that because they're afraid Facebook is going to not be like a fun place to be for them anymore, and it's just all business, and they're afraid of broadcasting their personal life and mixing personal and business and all of that. But the truth is, for me, I'm willing to sacrifice have Facebook being kind of a fun place for me to be in exchange for growing my business, because my business to me is more important than my Facebook profile. And if your business is not more important than your Facebook profile, then maybe you're not ready to have a business. If you're struggling, if that's something that you want to do. So really, ultimately, it's just about personal branding and reaching more people. It's establishing yourself as an expert through providing a bunch of free value. And you hear that all the time, like provide value. And half the stuff that people reach out to me about is like, how the hell are you like doing the things that you're doing? How are you providing this much value for free? I swear I get messages like that every single day. And I just tell them, that's not what I charge for. I don't charge to tell them how to not make mistakes on LegalZoom. I don't charge to let them know the difference between an LLC and an S Corp. I charge to help them get those things set up. So that's what I charge for, and I don't mind providing a lot of free value to show people that I am valuable. It's not like I'm trying to trick them into knowing, liking, and trusting me. Those are kind of the 3 things that you need people to do before they pay you. It's not a trick. It's just reality of showing that I am knowledgeable in those areas. So that's what I did this week. My goal, I talked about on my podcast on Monday morning, was to make 1 sale a day straight up just through Facebook, and I exceeded that. I averaged more than 1 sale a day where I never even got off of Facebook to make the sale, meaning they came in through some sort of value post that I provided in a group, or answered somebody's question about an LLC somewhere, or a friend requested somebody and they saw a live. From there, they messaged me. I provided them value, told them what I do, answered every possible question they had, and didn't pressure them to buy anything. But then when they were ready, they purchased from me. And that happened more than once a day this week. And with what I don't have $1,000 product. If I did, I could automate it probably a little bit more, because it wouldn't be like a one-on-one type situation. I haven't implemented a ton of systems in my business just yet, but this week got so busy that I realized I need to have way more systems. So the next week, that's going to be something I'm focused on, is maybe bringing in a legal assistant or a paralegal. That's kind of the plan for this week, is figuring out how I can create a system to answer all the commonly asked questions, the FAQs, the frequently asked questions. I really want to have a better online form that kind of explains each piece of information that I need, maybe in video form, because I have it where it's written out and it explains, like, for example, like what a registered agent is and what they do. But everyone, when they get to that question, they just email me and ask me, and that's pretty soon that's going to be not reasonable for me to answer every one of those questions one-on-one with somebody, and I don't really want to pay somebody to do that, because that's just gonna, I don't have that much business where I can pay somebody to just answer every email. I would rather answer as few emails as I can, or have some sort of automated thing where when they have that question, I can just fire off a video to them, like, here's exactly what you're asking, because I get asked this every day. Here's the question to it. Just a FAQ, so you can save time. So that's one thing I'm definitely going to do this week, is just frequently ask questions. Starting to interview some legal assistants, paralegals, and utilizing the virtual assistant that I have now a little bit more effectively to help me create sorry, my battery's dying, to help me create a little bit better of a flow for my customers and for myself, my workflow, and follow-up sequences. And pretty soon I got to figure out what an upsell in the business on the backside of an LLC, because there's other valuable things that these people need. I need to figure out what that is, and I need to figure out how to create something else to sell people, because I don't want to just have a one-time product for customers. It's a lot easier to sell customers that are existing customers than it is to create new customers. And so I need to start working on that. That probably won't be this week, because I'm going to just work on systems this week and continuing to provide value on Facebook. Either way, this is a long rant of what I'm going to do. I'm also need to create a spreadsheet of the people that I need to follow up with this week. You know, I'm just going to do all that. Frequently asked questions, still working on those, just like I did last week. Spreadsheet where I'm putting all these common questions in there. This week I'm about to start just knocking out videos to answer those. Yeah, so great week in my business. Hopefully this week is twice as good, or at least as good, and I'd be happy if it just stayed the same this week while I'm creating these systems, because if it gets even crazier this week, man, I'm gonna have to like hire somebody so quick that it won't be probably a very smart hire, and I hope I don't have to do that. So either way, hope everybody's having a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Like and share this if you see this. Also, you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Chance-Reynolds. I think that's it. Or you could just Google me on Facebook. It's the first thing that comes up, Chance Reynolds. Either way, hope everybody is having a great weekend. Hope you're sitting on your white trash porch with garbage and having a coffee as well, and relaxing a little bit this weekend.